Okay, let's see what else we got in here today. Spirou. Okay, sure. Let's go see what this is, I suppose. Okay then. Yeah, English. That is actually quite loud. One moment. Okay, that should certainly be a lot better now. Let's see what we have for options. Yeah, not much at all. So yeah, Spirou, or Spirou, whichever it is apparently a French cartoon. Which I do question, is it actually a French cartoon, or is it, like so many of the other things, is it, actually Belgian, or... A lot of the things that, you know, like, say, the Smurfs, or Lucky Luke, or... I think possibly Asterix, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But, yeah, so many of those things in French are actually Belgian, so it's interesting. And I have never heard of said cartoon or comic series or whatever it is before this moment, so, yeah. Don't honestly know anything about what's going on. Okay, well, we've got a jump and a dash. And nothing on select. Basic pause. I go... Alright. Oh. Well, that's unexpected, but sure. Well, I got one hat, I think. Liking the music. Okay, and people in the chat informed me that the creator was French, but it is in the Franco-Belgian style, so... about as expected. Not too sure what exactly is the goal beyond just reach the end of the stage somewhere. Rather hoping it's not going to be a thing of, you know, collect all the hats. That would be kind of unfortunate if I have to get every single one of the hats. No. Wasn't sure, didn't think that would work. Let's try the door. I cannot walk on that. Okay. Up the ladder we go. This job is dangerous for this guy. Come on now. Grab ladder. There we go. Okay, so we've got another door. More dogs. And end the stage. So what's in the door then? More hats. Kinda saw that coming somehow. Yep, Marsupilami is definitely up there in those, Franco-Belgian cartoons. And, oh, what was the other one? Tintin, The Adventures of Tintin is way up there. Although, again, that might be actually French. I'm not sure where Tintin originated. Bounce on this, or... Okay, we just gotta be really, really careful about it. Ah, makes sense. Grab onto the balloon, you don't bounce on it. Can't actually reach up there, though. This seems to be, getting around limitations of being a guy who can only kind of, you know, in terms of video game mechanics anyway, only barely jump and not really attack the game. Somebody in the chat has said it's not Ti-N, Ti-N. So I assume that's saying that I'm mispronouncing Tintin, but he then did not go on to say how it is pronounced. But that's kind of par for the course for this particular guy that I'm speaking of, and don't know why I bothered. Yes, I get how... I'm kind of... The point I'm making is you should have then gone on to say how it is pronounced. Is the thing, that's how it usually goes. Oops. Yeah. I don't know why I keep jumping past these things and I'm very obviously supposed to be jumping on top of. Also, I'm going to mention that, the French pronunciation of Tintin doesn't really matter overly much in places that are not either France or French Canada, because he has been sort of given English translations, and they all pronounce his name Tintin. And suddenly we have teleporting, energy blasting kids, so this is a thing. And I'm missing all the hats down bottom. Oh, that's an explosive! Whoops! Oh, cool, we do have a ledge grab. I was not sure about that though, so I was trying to accomplish previously when I was trying to run over that giant gap. Okay, so we're not actually fighting him yet. He's just there to annoy us at certain times. Okay, definitely cannot hurt him yet. And someone in the chat pointed out that there was a live-action Marsupilami film. I did not know that that was a thing. That is interesting. Okay, I knew about, obviously, the live-action Yogi Bear movie. I knew about the, was that live-action? Live-action CGI mix, or whatever that was. I knew about, I think it was also live-action, or possibly just CGI, Top Cat movie that was made in South America or Mexico somewhere, and, like, never released anywhere else. Like, only a couple of years ago. And I had a feeling that Tintin pronunciation guy just responded with a YouTube video, which I can totally play, and, you know, you should just turn on said YouTube video while I'm playing this game. Ah, cool. Thank you, Spiffy. Sounds like Tintin. Or Tintin. But, yeah. Outside of France, people who don't speak French pronounce it Tintin. Like, if you go watch the critically acclaimed Adventures of Tintin movie, they all pronounce it Tintin. Don't really see a way to get past that without taking damage. And... what? Something I'm missing here. Gotta be a way to crawl or slide. Maybe if... First I gotta get rid of that thing. In English, the name of the twin officers would be Thompson and Thompson. Now we can shoot diagonally up. Now there's no ducking and having the gun out. Oh, okay, there we go. That's apparently a thing. But that doesn't really help me with the whole crouching thing. And Fowl in the chat was looking for a trailer for the live-action Marsupilami. Oh! How did I... Alright, so... you have to let... yeah, the weirdest controls. Yeah, you have to let go of right completely while still holding B to dash, and then hold down to slide. But, yeah, he was looking for a trailer for the live-action Marsupilami video, and ended up finding the entire film. Which apparently doesn't have subtitles to it, so, it's entirely in French, so most of us are out of luck. Oh well. And I have no clue who the Castafiore would be. Professor Calculus is the professor, and of course Captain Haddock. Yeah, once they added the gun in, these controls took a serious turn for the worse. I mean, they were not good before that, but this has made things a lot worse. I think this is going to be the final level that we actually play here. As my throat decides to do weird things. It should not be this hard to execute a slide move in a video game. At least Spider-Bot can't get me up here. Okay, you know what? We're going to take him out. Because that would have been really annoying with him in there. eventually this level will end. It's gotta. I have to deal with another spider bot before it ends, apparently. Before this stage, this game was perfectly playable. Once we got into this garbage, no. Just no. Because if you're not moving and you hit B, you get the gun out, and then any movement on the D-pad is just for aiming. You have to be moving and then hold B to dash. And then you have to let go of right completely while dashing, and switch to down before you have stopped moving in order to slide. This is a setup which is awful. This is downright terrible. And of course. And of course! Why wouldn't there be a wall right there? Should be almost done, I think, once we hit the top right of this area, which I think is right about here, isn't it? Oh, good lord. Tell me this is it. I think this is it. Why the hell did I do that entire stage, even? Hey, we got a password, so we did complete an entire area. Do we get a boss? We don't get a boss, I don't think. No, we would not be getting a boss. Okay. So, this has been Spirou, or Spirou, I don't know the proper pronunciation on that. Started off pretty good. Even though it was very simple of just run and jump, I was okay with it, I was enjoying it. And once we added in the gun and the slide, and I'm sure there are going to be even more things added in later on, probably, it kind of fell apart. So, you know, I don't think I would really recommend this one. I don't know how many other Spirou games exist, but somebody did mention earlier that there was a Super NES version of this, which would probably play better, because then you could, you know, you could have things like have the gun and the dash be different buttons, and that would make this a million times better. But, yeah, all that said, we are completely done here.